Hello everyone, welcome to StudyIQ IS English channel. My name is Shubham Sagar. Today we have to talk about this particular issue. What is this greater Tipraland issue? There are some very powerful people, some of them belonging to royal families, who want to break apart Bangladesh. Who are these people? We have to talk about it. Why this particular sir? Kishore Debbarma sir, will talk about him, who is, and let me give you a first-hand information, he is a part of royal family of Tripura. Just like in Rajasthan, you have Marwar, Mewar communities, royal communities. Similarly, he is from the royal family of Tripura. He is directly talking about breaking apart Bangladesh. What is the reason behind it? We have to talk about a lot of things. Is this whole greater Tipraland issue, is it secessionist in nature? Do they want to create a separate nation of their own? Or is it something, or it's not like that, they just want to break apart Bangladesh? Again, there are so many things which we have to talk about. Connectivity issue is creation of greater Tipraland, which includes, or which may include portions of Bangladesh, will solve connectivity issues between, India and the so-called mainland India and the northeastern states. I have done my BTech from NIT Agartala 2009 to 2013 batch. I will just give you my personal information before we go on to this. In my time, when I used to go, I had to go to Guwahati rather. From Agartala to Guwahati, there was a 24-hour bus, and that travel was one of the most dreaded travel I have done in my life, because it went through such irregular terrain and everything. So now the things have improved to a certain extent. Later on, there was a flight which started running from Tripura to, I'm just saying, Agartala to Kolkata, which was around 2000 or something. So we started taking that particular flight. But believe you me, there is an issue. There is a connectivity issue in Northeast, because you have to go through Siliguri Chickens corridor and Bangladesh. We are currently also not having, so-called good relations with Bangladesh. And the relationship with Bangladesh, the so-called relations with Bangladesh, determine which kind of, whether we'll have a better connectivity or not. And that is actually a very big issue. So this creation of greater Tipraland, will it solve the connectivity issue which we have currently, which many people believe is the reason why Northeast has actually, or is actually 20-30 years behind the mainland India? Do you believe in that particular fact, that northeastern states are actually, the development is 20-30 years behind the mainland states of our country? A flood happened in Silchar when I was there, and none of the mainstream India talked about it rather. And again, that's an issue which we have to think about. So let's come back to the issue here. What is the issue of this particular article? Around, if you see this, around April 3, 2025, Kishore Debbarma sir, he was in news, and he said certain things which echoed in the northeastern region in Bangladesh and in the mainland, so-called mainland India portion as well. Although we should not be using that word, I think. Speaker on occasion, Pradyot Kishore Manikya Debbarma, founder of TIPRA Motha party, a very influential party in Tripura region and a part of the royal family of Tripura, he addressed a massive rally, and here he talked about Bangladesh. He said that in Bangladesh, many people from Tiprasa, which is the local community of Tripura, they are facing persecution. Hindus, Christians are facing persecution, and in a way, Bangladesh is inciting anti-India forces there. So he issued a stern warning rather to Bangladesh, threatening to break Bangladesh into pieces and create a greater Tipraland. And here, the greater Tipraland will include regions of Tripura, Assam, Mizoram, not only confined to that, but will also include the the Chittagong area of Bangladesh. So we have to talk about that as well. And why he is saying that? Because he feels like Bangladesh and our not so good relations with Bangladesh right now is leading to something called as interference of Bangladesh, directly or indirectly, in the northeastern affairs. Allegations against Bangladesh. He claimed that indigenous women were being raped, indigenous Tiprasa. Tiprasa is the community, greater Tipraland will comprise of the Tiprasa people, and we'll talk about it. So they were being raped in certain areas of Bangladesh, and he is saying that not only these people, Hindus, Buddhists, Christians, they are also under attack in these so-called regions. Accused Bangladesh of threatening the Northeast and aligning with China. So all these things have led to a very influential member of the royal family of Tripura, explicitly stating that, see, sometimes what happens, a state has certain policies. You want to adopt it, but you will not say it explicitly. Things will go, below, hope you can understand where I'm going with this. But when you're saying it explicitly, and that to a very influential member of a very influential party, of a very influential family, it actually means a lot. Assertion of unity and resistance. He emphasized that indigenous people are united and capable of protecting their land, and they will create this, he positioned himself as the only leader confronting Bangladesh over these issues, that Bangladesh is persecuting indigenous people of Tripura, the so-called Tiprasa people, as well as other people of minority religion of Bangladesh, which include Hindus and Christians among other groups. Right-based movement, he declared that the fight for indigenous people will continue, doesn't matter whether it is Assembly, Delhi or some other region, and he will not mind even if it happens in Bangladesh. Now, if we talk about this greater Tipraland, the core area you can see here in this bold colors, that was the core area of greater Tipraland. Then they included it and expanded it, including portions of Assam and Mizoram. And if you see this Chittagong heel tracts, they are also included in the part of, or later on expanded to become a part of so-called greater Tipraland. So that's why they are saying that we will break apart this particular portion of Bangladesh, we'll make it a part of greater Tipraland. Now, the major concern is this whole thing secessionist in nature? Do they want to break apart from India as well and create their own country? So the party is saying that, the party led by Kishore Debbarma sir, they are saying that no, it is not secessionist in nature. We want to become we want to remain a part of India. It's just that we want to break apart a certain portion of Bangladesh as well. So greater Tipraland is a political and socio-cultural demand put forward by Tripura Motha party led by Kishore Debbarma sir, and part of the royal family of Tripura. You can see here, secure the rights and identity. Why this whole thing has happened, or why there is a demand for greater Tipraland? As like I was in Tripura, and you may have heard about this northeastern states, like influx from Bangladesh, immigrants coming to the regions, and then certain communities, like there is a talks in Tripura also that the tribal people, the main people, or the people who actually belong to Tripura, they have become minority in their own land. All these things led to rise of this particular issue known as the issue of greater Tipraland. So what is greater Tipraland? You can see this thing. It is a proposed territorial and constitutional arrangement that seeks to carve out separate areas. We have 5th and 6th schedule. 6th schedule is about 80 mm, Assam, Tripura, Meghalaya, Mizoram. So there are certain autonomous district councils have been created, but greater Tipraland is not only about these autonomous district councils which have been created, they go much beyond that. And Tiprasa people, they say that they are there in Assam, Mizoram as well as Chittagong area of Bangladesh, and we will create our own land. But again, there are so many questions which we have to talk about. People from Tripura, especially Tiprasa people, you know more about this particular issue. If you have something to add to it, whether this whole thing is secessionist in nature, do you want to, carve out Bangladesh, you want to carve out India, and you want to be separate from India or not? Again, what is your view on that? Or you're like, no sir, we want to be a part of India only. It's just that we want certain portion of Bangladesh where our Tiprasa people are there. So why is it being demanded? Again, we have talked about these issues: perceived neglect, influx of refugees, migrants. If you read about Tripura issue, many people talk about Assam Accord, everything. Even in Tripura, the tribal communities, they are continuously getting, becoming minorities, and other people are gaining in number according to the data, if you go by those data. So that is what is written here: fear of cultural erosion. If you become a minority in your own land, this thing can happen, may happen, or it may have already started happening. So long-standing demand for more autonomy. Is it about secession? This is one important question. And again, there are so many important questions which we have to talk about when we're talking about this particular issue. What is the solution to this connectivity issue? Do we always have to, rely on the nature of the Bangladeshi government? It is what government is there, and then only we'll have better connectivity with the northeastern states. Is the only solution of having better connectivity in northeastern state is capturing certain portion of Bangladesh? Again, you people have to talk about it. What is the solution? So now Tripura Motha party is saying that no, we don't want to become or separate from India per se. No, it's not about seceding from India, but about a constitutional and democratic solution. We just want our people to reside in a common region, guided by common rules and regulations. But again, this is the stance of Tripura Motha party. What do you think, people of Tripura who lives there, who lives around that particular region? What is your view on this particular issue? Is greater Tripuraland secessionist in nature or not? So we need broader perspective. So people of Tripura and other areas who have knowledge about this particular topic, please feel free to share about this issue. Plus, the statement made by, Debbarma sir, whether it has been, enticed to him, or is it his own statement, or some other forces are supporting him to make these kind of statements? What is going on in the background? Again, if you know something more about it, please feel free to share it. Status and political impact. The demand has gained strong support here, and you can see Tripura Motha party, they have even won a majority of the seats in this district council elections under the 6th schedule which happened. So they have a certain influence in the region, and if they are saying something, their head, the head of the royal family of Tripura, they are saying something, it means a lot. So it has become a central issue in Tripura politics. Now let's come back to the issue. Whether this whole thing, if you acquire rather certain portions of Bangladesh, whether it will solve the connectivity issue, the biggest issue which we face in our northeastern states. I've lived there, many of you are living there, you know the reality what we are talking about, the talks about whether northeastern states are treated as foster child of India. These kind of debates happen in IIT Guwahati and other nearest and everywhere. So again, if we solve this connectivity issue, whether all these doubts will go away, all these issues and talks which we have will go away or not, again, you can talk about it. Then the other issue, what is the solution to this connectivity issue? The biggest issue, one of the biggest issue northeastern states are facing. Only by breaking Bangladesh or something more than that? What are your solutions to this particular question? If you have any, please feel free to share it, or share them rather. So and then the biggest question of the day, is Greater Tipraland secessionist in nature? Do you think they are not only talking about taking away territories of Bangladesh, they will also take away territories of India, and then they will create their own country? So again, is it secessionist or not? If you want me to share this particular PDF with you, you can join my Telegram channel, Fun Study with Shubh, because study should be fun. And our April evening batch has started. The admissions are closing on 15th April 2025. You can use my code SHS Live, which you are also seeing in the bottom section, to get maximum discount. And this is Great Indian Festival sale. And again, this whole batch, this foundation batch, will be guiding you from pre to interview. This is P2I. Cool, sir. So that's it from me. There are so many questions which we people have to answer, and the more interactive, like the more, if you have answers to these questions, which actually matters, the more enriching this whole session will be for everyone involved. So please, people of Tripura, people of Tiprasha community, if you have something to say about this issue and whole secessionist, nonsense, secessionist tendencies, connectivity issue, please feel free to share about it in the comment section. Take care, be blessed. I will see you soon.